Hi, I am so excited to be connecting with you from Ahmedabad, India. I am on another continent. Anyway, I just really wanted to share something that is personal to my heart, and it's been bothering me for the past 2 weeks. So I connected with a few ladies who have registered to go on to my online course, which is starting on the 13th of February, called From Zero to Income in 4 weeks. And there are some things that we really spoke about that I felt that maybe somebody out there also wanted to hear them. And these things are also the type of things that I personally have gone through, and I have been on a journey to conquer them, and it's an ongoing thing. So here is the thing. A lot of times we have got so much in us that we are prepared and ready to give to the world, but something is holding us back, and that something is really to do with mental blocks that we have put in place in our minds, and these mental blocks are limiting us from becoming who we are truly meant to be. So here's an example. I remember when I first started on my business journey, I really had some personal issues with myself and my image. I felt that maybe I wasn't good enough to put myself out there to show up in the world, because maybe nobody would accept what I was offering, or maybe because nobody would believe that I had this thing to give to the world. So I used to cringe each time I was supposed to be going to a meeting and maybe do a presentation. I would find it so extremely difficult to just really show up and share from my heart what I have got to share. And to be honest with you, this took me so many years of practice, telling myself that, hey Fanga, you are good enough, you can do this. And I remember going to a board meeting as one of my meetings that I attended as a director of my company. And I remember sitting in that boardroom and feeling inadequate. Now, nobody had said to me, Fanga, you are inadequate. No. But these were just personal feelings that were coming from within, and they were stopping me from showing up in the meetings, really contributing towards the points that were being discussed in those meetings, to such an extent that I ended up feeling not like going to any events at all, and just really feeling like, you know what, I don't belong. Until one day I asked myself this question: has anybody said that I am inadequate, or is anybody saying that I am not good enough? You know? And I realized that actually no. So the next thing that I did was I made a decision that the next board meeting that was going to turn up, I was going to make sure that in that meeting I share my thoughts, I share my mind. And to be honest with you, that meeting came, I attended, and I shared what I had to share, and actually everybody was interested in my contribution. So this is just a simple example. Can you see how sometimes our mentality can block us from showing up in the places where we need to show up? Our mentality can block us from really being visible, so that we can start selling our services, or even offering what we've got to offer to the world. Because when you are in business, right, whether you like it or not, you've got to show up and be visible, so that your ideal audience or your ideal customers can really see what you are offering, and then they can connect with you, right? But then if you are not showing up, who knows what you are offering? So this message here I'm sharing right now is for someone who has been trying to start a business, or you've already started a business, but you are not visible. So think of it this way: if you are not being visible, who's going to know about your services? Who is going to buy your services? Or who is going to hear your message? Of course, nobody. So here is a challenge that I am putting right here for you. It's time for you to show up, it's time for you to shine, and it's time for you to be visible, because the more you are visible, the more people are going to know about your services and what you're going to offer, and the more you can connect with your ideal audience that are ready and prepared to learn or get your services or buy your services, whatever you are trying to do. But the key is you've got to be visible. You've got to show up. Oh, here's another last example. One of the ladies I connected with actually said she has been meaning to write a book all these years. But you know what's been stopping her? She's been thinking that her name is not going to be appealing to anybody. So when she puts that name there as the author of that book, nobody is going to buy that book. And the beauty of it is, after our mastermind, she was so excited and raring to go, because she had had some women help her see and understand that actually her name is so beautiful. So I am encouraging you to become authentic. Be real. There is only one you out there who has got that special gift that the world is waiting to get, that the world is waiting to hear from you. So if you don't show up, number one, you are blocking the world from getting what you've got to offer, and number two, you are not doing yourself a favor, because you are letting yourself down. So I am challenging you, please, 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 after watching this video, I would love you to comment one thing that you are going to do from today to ensure that you are being visible, you are showing up, and you are stopping that habit of creating walls and barriers in your mind. And I want you to strongly and truly believe that you are authentic, you are good enough, whatever looks, things that you've got to offer, it's all good. Just go for it. So trust me, I'm so excited that I got this off my chest.